Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Villa Park for this third round FA Cup.
I'm going to mute that before I get my channel terminated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. I hope you're all doing well. Aston Villa versus Stevenage FC today in the FA Cup third round. Obviously, a lot of people love the FA Cup. It's full of history. It's full of absolutely everything. Cup upsets. And, you know, it's just amazing. One of the best competitions. I think the oldest in sport. Well, at least I believe so. Anyway, I think it is the oldest tournament. I want someone to fact check that actually. How you all doing? What is good? I'm just gonna do my lighting. I'm a the tiniest bit late because I got the time wrong. So I've just had to rush absolutely everything in the last minute, which has stressed me out. How you doing, Dozin? How you doing? Up the Villa AVFC, CJ the King, Isabel. Is that a change of name, by the way? J3XMC3. That's a mod. I don't recognise the name. Are you doing stealth as well? Oh yes, that's another thing. I need to get the liner of that, of the game. Like I said, I was just in a little bit of a rush, so just bear with me, guys. I knew the game was at 4:30, but in my head, I was like, I'll go live at 4:30, and I never do that. As you guys know, I go live 10 minutes before kickoff. But in my head, all today, I just kept thinking I'm live for 4:30, and then 5 minutes ago, I realized, oh wait, I actually have to be live now. And yeah, just a little bit of stress. All right, I'm getting the lineup for today. I'm just gonna save that. I'll just do that here. Obviously, it's a change team. I don't think anyone was expecting a strong Villa side. We're playing a League 2 opposition today. Some faces we haven't seen for a while. There we go. There's the lineup for you guys. Faces we haven't seen for a while, including Morgan Sanson, but we'll get into absolutely everything. In goal today, Olsen, back four of Cash, Chambers, Bednarek, and Augustinson. Actually, I really liked Augustinson against Wolves. He might feature more if Luca Digne starts not performing very well. Interesting, we've got Sanson, Dendoncker, Louise, Coutinho, so that could be quite narrow. With Bailey and Danny Ings up front. We're going to see what that entails. But that's quite a narrow side. My TV. Yeah, a little bit surprising. Sanson, I'd love to see play. He should be given more opportunities, Morgan Sanson, to be quite fair. I don't know why. He just doesn't seem to get the opportunities he should. He just gets frozen out of the team constantly. I'm going to turn my microphone sound up. There you go. So you guys should be able to hear me a little bit better now. Oh yeah, Harry Maguire is a massive rumour. We'll get into all that. Like I said, I'm just a little bit late right now. So just bear with me a tiny bit. So why is this not turning on? I've just had a bit of a mare so far today. But for some reason my skybox isn't turning on. I thought I was having to get a stream for the game today, but apparently it's on BBC iPlayer. And I can access that through my Sky puck, so fingers crossed. 7-0 Stevenage. Oh dear. Jax. Yeah, I should have thought that your name was Jax. You're watching on your PS4. Fair enough. Olsen playing football on his birthday. Switch to big. No. Well, that wouldn't be Chelsea, would it? Heard of all them? Yeah. So I'll get into all them with Harry Maguire. Basically, Maguire has apparently been pictured. Ironically in Tamworth, which is quite funny. And he's like 5-1 odds of joining Aston Villa out of nowhere. Throat's gone dry. I'm a bit worried. I don't mind Maguire, but you know, Tyrone Mings is known for defensive mistakes. He's a good defender, but he's known for defensive mistakes. Harry Maguire, very similar, is known for sometimes being a good defender, but also horrible mistakes. I don't like the thought of having both of them in defense at the same time. It scares me. It does scare me a little bit. So obviously it might be Maguire Carlos when Diego Carlos comes back. But that's dropping both our centre-backs right now, which is obviously Mings and Konza. So it's interesting. Actually, I don't need this, thinking about it. Because I'm just going to have my headphones in here. I won't actually need it. Alright. Like I said, I'm a little bit all over the... There we go. I'm a little bit all over the place. Okay, going into the lineup of Stevenage as well. I'll do that very shortly. We've had some cup upsets. I did watch yesterday on a Welsh channel. Coventry versus Wrexham, and Wrexham won, which was a massive shock. Scoring 4 goals away from home is quite insane. Sheffield Wednesday beat Newcastle, which was a big surprise as well. I don't think many shocks today. Leeds came from behind to get a draw against Cardiff. They missed a late penalty as well, and they still managed to get an even later equaliser. Nothing special. Derby beat Barnsley. Bristol City and Swansea drew, but they're both in the Championship. Stoke beat Hartlepool comfortably. Blackburn beat Norwich, which again is quite poor for Norwich, really. They sacked Dean Smith. They've not improved as of yet. And Stockport lost to Walsall. So as of today, no shock. Yesterday, though, like I said, we saw a couple. Southampton beat Palace. New manager Nathan Jones has been struggling at Southampton, but he got a win yesterday. The Forest Green Blues game was postponed due to waterlogged pitch. Leicester barely beat Gillingham, which is a bit of a surprise. Preston beat horribly struggling Huddersfield. Quite a strong Tottenham team, by the way. That was Harry Kane starting against Portsmouth, along with Heung-min Son. They only beat Pompey 1-0. Forest got battered by Blackpool. Boreham Wood, to be fair, the National League held Accrington. Burnley beat Bournemouth away, which was quite impressive as well. Chesterfield had a cracker with a 3-3 draw with West Brom. We've seen quite a few decent games yesterday. But as of yet, no shock so far today. Predictions, guys, put them in the comments. I want to see all your predictions for today. Aston Villa versus Stevenage. This is going to be... I think it's going to be a comfortable one. I really, really, really hope we don't get embarrassed. I've had enough fun, right? I've made fun of other people. BBC iPlayer. I made enough. Sorry, I just had to talk to my. I've made fun of enough people, Newcastle fans and all that. Chelsea fans, they'll probably lose to Man City today. I've had my fun. Now I need Villa to just do the business. Don't show me up today, because I think if we lost today, it'd be the biggest shock of the FA Cup so far. Have I missed anything, by the way? I'll go into my prediction. I think we'll win 5-0 today. I think we'll get an early goal. Stevenage will falter a little bit. It might take a while actually, but I think as soon as that goal comes, I think it'll be done. Maguire coming to Villa. Yeah, I saw that. He was spotted at a pub 5 minutes from Birmingham. Oh, BMH. Or was that Birmingham? That might be Birmingham. Hello from Bulgaria. How you doing, Aston Villa Shorts? What's up? He predicts 3-1 as well. The mighty Welsh. I like Wrexham Small Club getting through. So, yeah, to be fair, Ryan Reynolds as well. I like him. So yeah, fair enough. Sanson needs to go. I would rather have Sanson. I'd rather have him. If we're gonna have him, I'd rather him play. Obviously, he's just kind of wasted wages. I don't want to see him go just because of that. I actually want to see him be given a chance, because we've had Gerrard, we've had Dean Smith, and we've had now Unai Emery, and not one of them has really trusted in Sanson very much. And I wonder why, because I actually do. I like Sanson. I think he's got a bit to his game. I think he can be a really good player. Aston Villa 3, Stevenage 1. 3-1 Stevenage. You are insane, Isabel. If you've jinxed us very bad, words shall be shared. Bodymore Heath. Yeah, I should have known, really. Bodymore Heath's actually quite close to where I live, believe it or not. I saw him last night in Lichfield. Sanson and Conson need to go. Conson's been awful. Thoughts on the draw? I haven't seen the wait, has the FA Cup draw happened? I've not even seen it. If it has happened, then I am absolutely oblivious. Yes, it's happened. Oh, okay. You're gonna get an actual natural reaction from me if it's true and I'm not being trolled. FA Cup draw. The draw has been made. All right, we're gonna. Well, this is a natural reaction to the draw for me. Let me go into this. Preston, Tottenham, Southampton, Blackpool, Wrexham, Sheffield United. What a game that is. Ipswich, Burnley, Man United, Reading, Luton or Wigan versus Grimsby, Derby, West Ham. What a game that is. Stoke versus Villa or Stevenage. Blackburn versus Forest Green or Birmingham. Walsall, Leicester. Bit of a Midlands game there. Sheffield Wednesday, Fleetwood, Man City or Chelsea versus Oxford or Arsenal. Oh, Man City having all the hard games thrown at them. Love to see it. Bristol City or Swansea against Chesterfield or West Brom. Brighton against Liverpool or Wolves. Fulham versus Sunderland. Boreham Wood or Accrington versus Cardiff or Leeds. Boreham against Leeds would be a mad game. I'd love that. That place would be absolutely rammed on the game. When they spotted Harry Maguire, must have been, yeah, it must have been. My cat is sat on my PS4. I swear to God, if she turns my PS4 off, I'll be so pissed. Man U away, I bet. Cool. I don't mind Stoke, although our record against Stoke isn't great. I will say that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna remove the 4:30 kickoff text. There we go. For some reason, my game hasn't. I don't know about you guys. It hasn't kicked off for me. I don't really know why. So I'm gonna refresh the page. How about that? Oh no! I clicked watch from the start. I'm an idiot. Oh my God! AJ's brain cells. I just clicked watch from the start. I didn't realise. Yeah, we are well and truly underway at Villa Park for Aston Villa versus Stevenage. There we go. Watch live. I'm such a dumbass. Oh dear. Well, I don't know how far behind this is going to be, but on my screen here, we have just got. Well, this is actually quite far behind because it's just kicked off, and we're an hour and a half. No, enough. We're a minute and a half behind. I can't get my words out today. All right, I'm gonna go on. BBC iPlayer. Oh, I'm a whole 30 seconds ahead. No, I'm not gonna watch it on here. I'm a whole 30 seconds ahead. On the BBC iPlayer website. Rather than my Skybox for some reason. No, I'm actually just gonna watch it on BBC iPlayer instead. Yeah, why not? I'm not gonna be that far behind, hopefully. I've gone from being a minute and a half behind to about maybe like a minute, I think, with BBC iPlayer. Obviously, as always, please no spoiling the goals if they happen. That's all I'm gonna ask. Wait for my natural reaction, and you can laugh at me or cheer with me or whatever. But that would be amazing if you guys can go and do that. Actually, now I can have my headset. After all that, I can actually use my headset because it's now on my PC. Yeah, I'm just in a bit of a mess all over today, guys. I apologize. Like I said, I got here late. And I'm just trying to sort a lot of things out. If we lose to the team with Amazon Prime Gaming as their sponsor, it would be embarrassing. Danny Ings, by the way, is the captain today. I should have actually said that. And I'll very quickly go through the Stevenage lineup for this afternoon as well. I do actually recognise some of their players. Carl Piergiani. I've watched some non-league football. He used to play for Boston. Recognise him straight away. They play with a back five, apparently. Ashby Hammond in goal. Clark. I might actually recognise. Oh, it's Dan Sweeney. I think I actually know him as well. Clark, Piergiani, Van Kooten, Sweeney, and Walden at the back. Taylor, Reeves, and Roberts in midfield. Norris. And I think I know the striker. Yeah, Danny Rose. He used to play for, was it Bury a few years ago? That is a name I haven't heard in a long time. But yeah, there's my random bits of football knowledge coming back. Oh, where's my headset now? Apparently doesn't want to work. Why is it just not? I don't get why things aren't working today. All right, there we go. I think that will do it. All right, there we go. All right, everything should be fine now. Sorry, guys. How you doing? Really random reviews. He says, hi, AJ. Wish says, Derby's home record is incredible along with our fans. Should be a decent game, and Wet Spam are having a bit of a stinker, true. But you are in League One. Watching on BBC iPlayer, guys. 4-1 Villa says, be happy. I did predict, I'm going to say it again, I think we'll win this 5-0. I think it'll be comfortable. We just need that first goal to come through, really. And I think then we'll be fine. Sanson does get a game. Yeah, he's actually playing. It's about time, to be honest. I like Morgan Sanson. I will reiterate the point over and over again. Guys, please do not spoil if there is a goal. We are watching on BBC iPlayers. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, really, for the time. I think it's like 30 seconds, 40 seconds delay. So please do not spoil. That will be great. I'd rather have like a natural reaction, you know. To be fair, Barnsley stink. They somehow finished 24th last season in the Championship when we had minus 21. They are terrible. You're in the 4th minute. I'm at 4 minutes and 30. So actually, I might be ahead of you. Hang on. I'm just going to get my lineup up on my phone. Guys, there's 46 of you in the live stream. If you can click that like button, I would very much appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. I don't plug that too much. But I will say it here and there. So if you do want to help support the channel, if you're a Villa fan of any team, just fan of football in general, I would appreciate all the support on the channel. 5 minutes gone. At least on my screen, it's Aston Villa. Yeah, I'm apparently a minute behind according to the flash score timer. So we shall see. Douglas Luiz for Aston Villa. Villa wearing the obvious claret and blue. Stevenage in an all-white strip today with a 5-back. I gotta say, it does look like it's probably going to be one of those games where it's just going to be a low block, I imagine. Well, you never know. They're back 5. If they're feeling dangerous, they could actually try and press with the wing-backs. But I'm just going to guess it's going to be a low block. Here's Morgan Sanson for Villa. Oh, lovely chop on the inside, Sanson. Back to Matty Cash, who's gone forward. Cash at right back today. First time he's actually featured, like I think started for Villa in a while. And even when he comes on now, usually goes further forward. So it's quite a surprise to see him back in the defence. I suppose it is a cup game though, with players getting rested. It might not be a big surprise to many people. New Villa fan from Atlanta. Can't watch the game stateside, so I thought I'd listen in. Fair enough, Glenn. I appreciate your support, man. I love seeing people support Villa from all over the world. It's so fascinating to me. Because you always get people from like Australia, America, Canada, all over the world. It's so fascinating. But yeah. The game is on BBC Red Button. Yeah, so iPlayer Red Button. You should be able to find it if you are in the UK. I'm not sure about elsewhere. Welcome to the Claret and Blue Army. It says up the Villa AVFC. Stevenage Gaffer looks like he should be on pension. Oh dear. I know a Brazilian guy's a Villa fan. I know of a Brazilian subscriber of mine, and he comes in every now and then. Villa Shorts is from Bulgaria. So he mentions that a lot as well. So got people literally all over the world. It's great. Stevenage are in League 2. I mean, to be fair, Stevenage, a bit like Villa, kind of benefited from a COVID season. They managed to stay up in League 2 because the season was suspended. And they didn't go down because of it. I believe anyway. And then since then, they've actually done quite well. And now they're doing decent in League 2. But it's crazy how one thing can change so much. Where Villa, we had to play on the rest of the season. But we had like a squad mental reset and we managed to get points along the way. But yeah, it's quite fascinating, really. How one, global pandemic affects everyone, really. Keep up the good work, brother. I appreciate that, Ashley. You see what happened in the Cardiff Leeds game? Cardiff played as Suarez to save the ball with his hand. I didn't see that. Oh, is that for the penalty? I'm guessing that Rodrigo missed, which pretty much was the scenario for a Ghana Uruguay 2010. Oh dear. Matty Cash for Villa. It's been literally the whole time I've been talking. It's pretty much been Villa on the ball. We're gonna see a lot of that today, I think. Bailey asks for Sanson. Sorry, Dendonka to come close. Gets a 1-2 off him. Is Louise 35 yards from goal. Coutinho fakes a shot here. Might go on his left foot. Instead goes to Augustinsson. First time cross from him. It's a bit over hit. Hacked away. Gonna be a Villa corner. Bit of a slice that. I gotta say. It's a heavy cross. Roberts, a central midfielder for Stevenage, having to come back into a pocket of space to clear the ball. Oh, it's just gone in play for a throw-in. I thought it actually curved wide for a corner. It must have barely stayed in play there. Sorry, barely stayed by the byline. Terrible ball by Matty Cash, by the way. Will be a goal kick to Stevenage. Can't get my words out today, guys. And 10 seconds ahead. Well, I'd rather be ahead than behind. Goal kick to Stevenage. They give ironic applause as Matty Cash's ball was awful, really. Jacob Ramsey back on the bench for Villa. He did get injured, actually, during the... Well, obviously he didn't play for England in the World Cup. He got injured during that period of time, which is why he's not featured for Aston Villa. But with him being on the bench, that means he's coming close. Sanson. Oh, he wins that 50-50 and gets a foul, actually, as well. Morgan Sanson. That's very good. He beat Clark to the ball. And, I mean, you know, it's quite good from Sanson. It's not a malicious tackle. I think both are entitled to go for it. He's just caught him late. He's tried to go for the ball. He's slightly missed it. Yeah. No card shown. I think that's fair. Free kick to Villa just inside Stevenage half. 10 minutes gone. Villa 0. Stevenage 0. How can you watch the match, guys? Go to BBC iPlayer, or I think you've pressed the red button if you're watching on BBC One. You should be able to find the game. But yeah, I'm watching it through BBC iPlayer. They've not really advertised it very well. I gotta say, I only found out today, like half an hour ago. I thought I was gonna have to find a stream for it, to be honest. Augustinson, Coutinho back to Louise. Coutinho. I wonder what he can do today. Oh, well. That's not great from Coutinho, to be fair. As soon as I say that, James Walden comes into him. He does win a throw-in, though, Felipe. And then he's put it out of play for a throw-in. Not great. Not great for our apparent superstar. You was, actually. You was. If you didn't say, this could have been very interesting. Your drummer boy rattled all the Barnsley fans. How? How? What do you think of the Maguire rumours? Yeah, interesting question. Look, for England in a back five, Harry Maguire is pretty good. But when you play a back four, he gets exposed because he's not quick and he's not agile. And Villa play a back four. So for that reason alone, I don't want him. If we had a back five and it worked quite well, he might suit it. But we play with a high line with Unai Emery, don't forget. I just think he'd get too exposed. He doesn't have anything to his game. That's a long shot from Luis, by the way, saved by the keeper. Maguire doesn't have anything in his kit that makes him better than Mings or Concert in this specific scenario of a back four with a high line. He doesn't have anything ahead of... Maybe aerial ability over Ezri Konsa. But he moves like a fridge. He's called that for a reason. And look, I'll support any decision Unai Emery makes. I'm just maybe a little bit pessimistic about the idea of Harry Maguire, personally. But look, Emery knows more than I do. He knows more than most people. He's won trophies almost everywhere he's gone. So if he thinks he's good enough, then I'll back him. But I just want to say I'm a little bit worried about the prospect. He could actually say he comes in, does really well, then that'll have shown me. But I'm allowed to be a little bit concerned, I think. The crosses so far have been pretty poor. Augustinson's was over here. And I think there was another cross as well, which just didn't find a Villa man. It's not been great. But it's early days. And like I said, Stevenage, they are sitting back, as you would imagine. And so far, they've done okay. I think the 3,000 Stevenage fans who've travelled, I think will be quite happy so far. And there's actually a chance for Stevenage here. And a heavy ball, though. That's a wasted opportunity. They tried to play a long ball. Looking forward towards the striker Rose. A bit quick. But not quick enough. And the ball has to be... If it's going to be direct, it's got to be a little bit closer to him. Otherwise, it'll be very easy for Augustinson to track it all the way. 3K, it's not bad. They've done quite well. They've done quite well. I remember a lot of these non-league teams do bring a lot of numbers. I remember Kidderminster a few years ago brought like 5,000-6,000 to Sunderland. My local side, Tamworth, brought like 5,000 to Everton 10 years ago. It does happen. These like non-league / lower league sides, they do bring numbers for those big games. How do you watch live not from the UK? I'm not sure, mate. I only found out in the UK we could watch it through BBC iPlayer. But, you know, you won't have that. So I have no idea. I thought I was going to have to watch a stream for today. Like, I thought I was going to have to go on, like, Total Sports Tech or some other website. So I'm not too sure. I apologize, guys. If someone tells me, I can always pin it in a comment. Say, like, someone from Australia says, oh, you can watch it on this channel. I'll pin that comment. But until I'm told otherwise, I just don't know, and I apologize. ESPN Plus has FA Cup games in the US. I might pin that, actually. Matty Cash trying to battle with Roberts. He's never going to win the ball doing that. I'm sorry, Matty, but that's not great from you. I might be able to pin your comment. Because I think that's true. I remember ESPN featuring as a logo a few times. Oh, there we go, I pinned it. Guys, there are 50 of you watching the live stream right now. Please do click that like button if you're enjoying the live stream. You want to help support someone. If you're a Villa fan like me, support all the Villa boys. Through and through. We go through the good, the bad, the ugly. Oh, Dubs Network is blocked in Indonesia. Oh dear. I can confirm ESPN Plus has it live. Okay. I appreciate that. So I'll leave that as a pinned comment. Surely Derby West Ham is on TV. It might be, actually. It's not a bad game. I would have said Wrexham Sheffield United, personally. That, to me, looked like, you know, probably one of the most exciting. That's a lovely ball forward. This is actually a chance for Stevenage. Oh, they scored. That's offside. Oh, my God. So Stevenage actually had the ball in the back of the Villa net, and the offside flag has gone up. Oh, my God. Oh, my word. That was nearly a heart-in-mouth moment for Aston Villa. I mean, he is offside. Oh, well, actually. That looks close. Oh, it's going to go to VAR, I think. I think it's actually going to be a goal. That might be a goal, you know. VAR might overturn that. It looks very tight. I want to see some lines get drawn there. So this has gone to VAR. This could be a goal for Stevenage. Oh, that angle doesn't look great though for him. I think they might, from that angle, if they use that and draw the lines from that, it won't be given. That's not a good angle, I gotta say. From that angle, he looks offside. He's leaning into. He's past Matty Cash from that angle, but it's not. A bit like you know, the goal that Japan scored against Spain. From an angle, it looked like the ball had gone out of play, but it's because you view it from a diagonal angle. I need to see a bit more of a straight on here, because from this angle, it looks offside, but it's quite hard to tell. We are still waiting here for confirmation. Oh, it is offside. It will not be a goal. It is offside. Stevenage had the ball in the back of the Villa net at the whole 10, but it will not count. And that's a let-off for Villa. That is really poor. The fact that we potentially could have gone a goal down to Stevenage at home is pretty embarrassing. That has to be a wake-up call. 100%. Oh my word. And Ali, I did say this. I'll say it again. I'm not sure. Outside the UK, if you live in the US, you can watch ESPN Plus. But I don't know if you live elsewhere. I'm not too sure unless someone can tell me. If you keep asking that, I will have to time you out because I have explained it a few times. Someone send a link. Someone, like I said, guys, if you live in the UK, you can watch it on BBC iPlayer. If you live outside the UK, then it gets a little bit complicated, I suppose. He sent a link. It might have been removed by my bot, potentially. Did it get removed? Well, it hasn't come up with. Yeah, I think it's just got Insta flag because it's not even coming up as a message. Sportsnet in Canada. I'll put it in your disc. Okay, all right. No, I might be able to post the link then. Cash with another terrible ball forward looking for Leon Bailey. That's awful. Afternoon, AJ. How you doing, Michael? Happy New Year, mate. I'm on the Mend Stevenage Cup final. We had a let-off with the goal. The FA Cup is still great competition at the Villa. Yeah, not amazing. It's been mainly Villa on the ball, but it's definitely a sign to wake up because our high line nearly cost us a goal. It's that simple. A team like Stevenage with a back five shouldn't be threatening us, really. All right, I'm going to post a link, guys. If you want to watch the stream, I'll post it here, right? So if you want to watch the game, apparently this works. I really hope it does, by the way. This is a viewer has recommended me to post this, guys. So we'll see. Might just temporarily click on that. Go to site. Yeah. Here it is. But it's something if people want to watch it. Sadly also blocked in Indonesia. Oh dear. Oh dear. I apologize, guys. 21 minutes gone here. It's Villa 0, Stevenage 0. It's not great. I gotta say, it's just not great so far. I can't believe I'm saying this. We look flat against Stevenage. I know this isn't like the strongest Villa outfit, right? I get that. But it's still Danny Ings up front. It's still Sanson in the middle. Like he's a good player playing the Champions League with Marseille. Like he's not a mug. Another good cutback for Stevenage, not far away from a player. And well, we need something here. The Villa crowd trying to get the players forward now with Coutinho. There is the encouragement. Sanson on the right. He's got an overlap if he wants to use him. Sanson, lovely 1-2. Sanson, good block. That might have been goal bound as the keeper dived full stretch for that as well. It's a good challenge to deny Morgan Sanson. Lovely 1-2 that he had there. Coutinho very deep. Every time he gets the ball. I just don't know what you're going to do with the ball for that far away from goal, mate, to be honest. He gets a 1-2 off Luiz. He's forced backwards to the halfway line. Is Matty Cash for Villa? Now you're ahead of me. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't get it. To be fair, look, you gotta take into consideration as well. Whatever I say, you hear 3 seconds later, because obviously that's how latency works when you stream. Billy Carter, how you doing? What's up? Come on, Villa. City goal already. Oh dear. It is Man City 1, Chelsea 0 at the Etihad. Chelsea fans must be absolutely sick of Man City at this point. They knocked them out of the Carabao Cup. They beat them 1-0 in the league, and now they're 1-0 down again. So this could be 3 losses against Man City in the space of a couple months. Shocking. Anyway, thanks for the commentary, AJ. I appreciate it, says James. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate your comment. I appreciate your comment. You appreciate my commentary. Sanson for Villa. I don't mind. I don't know where I'm going with that. I don't mind people saying commentary. I like to mix commentary with a lot of different things. I'm not like a Martin Tyler because I'll never be like that good. So I like to mix it in with talking with chat and just, yeah, being a fan. Oh, Riyad Mahrez scored. Oh dear, Mahrez scored at Stamford Bridge, and he now has scored at the Etihad against Chelsea again. Oh dear, they can beat us 100 times in a row, and they can still hold that UCL final. Rattled. Here's Coutinho for Villa. He's gonna go for it. Oh, good save. It made it a little bit simple. I think it hit possibly Piergiani on the way. It's not a great strike, really. Yeah, it does take a deflection. Straight into the hands of a keeper. I've not heard anything about Danny Ings leaving. I mean, I've heard a couple rumours here and there, but nothing strong. And if he wanted to leave, then fair enough, because he's not really being played. And his goals to start ratio are very good. You compare him with Ollie Watkins as a clear winner for me. But Watkins, because he runs and he presses and he works hard and he holds the ball up, he is often preferred, which I don't know how I feel about that. I think Ings can offer more in terms of actual goal threat, but Watkins is more of a team player. I think that's a fair analysis of the two. Watkins works harder and will do a little bit more of the nitty gritty, but Danny Ings is just pure raw goal power. Greetings from Frankfurt, Germany. English Villa boy living in Germany, up the Villa. Greetings, man. Hope you're feeling good. It's not been a great game though, I gotta say, so far. If anything, I wouldn't even say we've been that dominant. It's been a little bit bizarre. I thought we were going to absolutely steamroll Stevenage today. Oh, then Donker with a risky back pass to Olsen then. Under pressure. Olsen's clearance isn't great. Villa do win the second ball though. Very poor header from the centre-back. Sweeney. Had to double-check his name there. Louise. Shocking ball. Shocking pass on Dougie Louise. And that will easily roll for a goal kick. Villa have been a little bit rattled here by Stevenage. You're getting vibes of the Wolves game. Except the difference is, like, Wolves were just pressing us constantly. And we looked like we had no idea what to do. And today, we just look like we have no idea what to do without the press. Ings a goal scorer. Watkins more of a worker. Yep. Gerard Moreno on the way. Well, I've heard loads of rumours from Villarreal players. The big one, Pau Torres. I keep hearing his name every few days. There's like another rumour, another link to Pau Torres. Billy says he's been a Villa fan for 14 years. That's a long time and a lot of suffering. A lot of suffering in that time. Yeah. My whole family, both sides of my family are Villa, so I didn't really have a choice. He's been the best Villa player so far. Sanson, actually, has been quite impressive. He's won the ball a few times in midfield. And he's probably created our best chance, but it doesn't say a lot because the ball barely travelled. 78% of the ball for Aston Villa, and we've done pretty much nothing with it. Cross comes in for Stevenage. Olsen does well to claim the cross. He bowls it out very quickly. Villa, can we look to counter? Dougie Luiz. Ball down the middle to Leon Bailey. It's a simple tackle from Piergiani. It's so easy. He just drops into the... it's like a defensive midfielder almost, Piergiani. He just drops into that pocket and wins the ball. It's a bit of a gamble he makes to come out of his defensive line to win the ball off Bailey, but he did it really well. Olsen does scare me a little bit, I can't lie. You are right. I saw him against Liverpool a couple of weeks ago and he was so shaky. Yeah. He made a couple of good saves in the game, but he doesn't give me a lot of confidence. City have a penalty. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's all gone wrong already for Chelsea, and the game's barely started. Danny Ings will chase, and he will just about stop the ball from going for a goal kick, and he's going to give Stevenage a throw-in. Hopefully we can press them in a little bit by the corner flag. Quite good from Ings, that. Oh, the BBC have also mentioned that he might be available for transfer. That is the big rumour. A question: why does Martinez, when he's playing, do long throws? Why doesn't do long throws? I think it's a really effective way to counter attack. He's done it a few times. I'm not too sure. He probably should. Or was it a stone wall? Stone wall pen. Do you remember when Matty Cash used to do... I know it's a different type of throw, but on the same level. Do you remember Matty Cash long throws by the corner flag that we used to do, I think, with Dean Smith? That was like a bizarre couple months for Villa. We just used to bomb the ball into the box. Is Bailey on the byline? Hooks into the box. That could be a foul on Ings. Villa claiming it. Coutinho scoops it over the bar. Stevenage fans will give ironic applause. As Coutinho probably goes closer to the corner flag than the top corner there, to be honest. Never a pen, to be fair. Ings goes down very soft. He's looking for it. That has to be a bit more conclusive evidence for me. That's a shocking effort from Coutinho, I gotta say. He's not impressed me at all. Not impressed me at all, Coutinho. Proper fall from grace he's had, to be honest. He is... I know a lot of Liverpool fans obviously still love him, but he's miles off where he was. And it's not that long ago as well that he was, you know, performing almost magical tricks for Liverpool. He was a magician at times on the ball, and he just looks a million miles off that now. It is 2-0 to Man City, by the way. A love from India. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button on the video, please do, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're a Villa fan from wherever you are in the world, or just a football fan in general, maybe there's even a Stevenage fan here. But I will I will love all the support that is given to me. I like to say I'm fairly unbiased. I don't try and view everything through like Villa tinted glasses, and I try and give the most fair reaction. I hate to see a lot of people involved with football. People say things basically for views or just like for comments, for bait. I don't like to do that, at least on this channel. I appreciate it, James. Watching your videos since 2021. I appreciate that, man. It's a long time, really. Thanks. I appreciate it. I need to stop saying I appreciate it. 31 minutes played. It's Aston Villa 0, Stevenage 0, and I'm struggling to find optimism from this game. We've had a lot of the ball. That's probably the most I'll be able to give you, really. We've had a few half chances, but every time we get into a shooting position, it's either down the throat of the keeper or well over the bar, and that just keeps happening. Bits of good build-up play usually fizzle out in the final third by an overhit cross or just a bad pass in general. All I hear the Stevenage fans just ironically cheering every time something bad bad happens to Villa, block a bad pass or whatever. They're loving it. Rate Coutinho performance so far 5. That's been generous. He keeps like dropping deep to win the ball, and then does very little with it. And when he gets into good positions, he'll either fling the ball well over the bar, or he's just not. He doesn't seem to be on the wavelength of certain players at this team. I don't really get it. Is Coutinho for Villa? 32 minutes gone here. Bailey. It's a good tackle, but we win it straight back though. Cash, Coutinho. Louise, Bailey. Oh, that's nice play. Sanson, big chance. Sanson! 1-0. Morgan Sanson scores. It's a really good goal. I was just saying, actually, our build-up, it's not been terrible. It just usually fizzles out in the final third. But Sanson this time does make the difference. It's a really good finish. That's brilliant from Danny Ings. That's really good. People talk about Ollie Watkins' hold-up play. Well, there you go. Danny Ings. Lovely little one-touch layoff. Bang. Oh, very nice goal. Very nice goal. Kind of undeserved. You could actually say that. That's lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Questionable goalkeeping. It's not in the corner, really. I think it's one of those where you could argue it's savable. But I will take it as well as every Villa fan on the planet. Aston Villa 1! Stevenage 0. And, well, I even said it. It's probably been my favourite player today. He's not had amazing company, though. I will say that. There's not been much competition so far. But yeah, Sanson caps off his decent performance with a goal. Like Sanson, #1 striker. Yeah, so it was Bailey into Danny Ings with the probably one of the best layoffs you'll ever see. He got 2 of the centre-backs with him. 1-touch layoff. Perfectly weighted pass. It's something Danny Ings is actually... he probably should be known for a little bit more. His passing. Ings' passing is very, very good. Very underrated trait of his. Right, he can do like a really good direct through ball, and he's really good at the simple stuff. Right, and he makes some simple stuff look really easy. And that one wasn't as easy as what it might look. He had 2 players on him, like I said, and it's a really good pass. Great awareness of Sanson. It's not the cleanest of strikes. Like I said, it's not in the corner, but you are playing League 2 opposition, so I suppose it doesn't have to be. And maybe I'm just nitpicking. Villa lead though, 1-0. Hopefully we can go on and build something from this. Coutinho forward. A good header away by Pizziani. Oh, bad pass. Sanson, edge of the box. Then he tries to thread in Danny Ings this time. And it's very well cut out, possibly by Sweeney. He's Rose at the other end for Stevenage. Well, the referee has given a delayed free kick to Stevenage there. A Chambers foul on Roberts. Place bet 2 goals in the first half. I mean, it's risky. He nearly got it though. It was a great interception. If it would have gone to Ings, I would have bet he would have scored. To be honest, I live for this Chelsea downfall. Oh, you have to be a sick man to enjoy this Chelsea downfall. I'm the sickest man alive. It'd be nice if he hit it first time rather than take a touch. What was the goal? A very nice goal. Very nice in terms of build-up. 1-touch passing. Lovely layout from Ings. And a shot across goal. Bottom corner for Morgan Sanson. It was nice. A nice team goal is what I will say. I think a better keeper might have saved it. But I'm not going to take it away from Sanson. It's a nice goal. Free kick, though, to Stevenage. Right-footed. Oh. Well, they want a foul, Stevenage. They're screaming for a penalty. And there's Villa on the break. Well, Stevenage were claiming for a penalty. And instead, at the other end, they're going to have to defend it. Sanson switches to play. Coutinho with a shoulder pass to Augustinsson. Oh, nice little spin and move there. Cross comes in from Augustinsson towards Ings. Header away. Bailey with a scuff shot. Is that even going to go out of play? Barely goes out of play for a goal kick. If that goes down on the shot record. Oh dear. The marking of Villa's wasn't great there. And I think they were claiming for a Cash foul. Yeah. So they thought Cash fouled Norris just in front of the 6-yard box, but the referee doesn't give it. And it was Dendoncker who won the header. I don't think VAR are going to have the biggest look of that. Looked like he went down a bit soft. A bit like the Ings chance like maybe 10 or so minutes ago. People don't realise Ings actually creates a lot of passes. And the man can really... He's passing, like I said, his passing range for a striker is very underrated. No one really talks about his passing very much. Sanson is hassled massively by Roberts there. Free kick to Aston Villa. Halfway through the Villa half. 38 minutes gone here. Villa 1, Stevenage 0. Goal by Morgan Sanson. Back to his return to the Villa team. I want to see him feature more, Sanson. I think he can offer Villa something. It's 3-0 Manchester City, by the way. Chelsea have been absolutely pulled to pieces once again. And there might be questions of Graham Potter's future soon. A little bit with like what we're seeing at Southampton already with Nathan Jones. I think if a new manager doesn't start well, it's quite hard for him to hit the ground running and to get fans on your side. And I think the longer this continues, more Chelsea fans are going to be anti-Potter. I think it's probably 50-50. The Chelsea squad isn't great. They do have a lot of it. Look, I will actually play devil's advocate. Oh my God, Norris has hit the crossbar. What on earth? Norris has nearly scored goal of the the round. As I was reading chat, Norris cut in on his right. Oh my God. He's nearly bent it right in the top corner, and it's hit where the crossbar meets the post. Oh, that's a great effort. That's so unlucky for Stevenage. That would have been easily goal of the round. That's incredible. From a very acute angle as well, just outside the box, trying a bit similar. If you want to like picture it, a bit like the Grealish goal against Man United a few years ago, where he bent it in that top corner from a at a tight angle, a little bit like that. But instead of going in the corner, it just hit the top of the crossbar, very nearly the equaliser of Stevenage. What a goal that would have been. Back to my point. I think, look, Chelsea, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'll give them some help here. They do have a lot of injuries, which doesn't help. But their big players are not performing. It's that simple. That's where I think their problem lies. They have a lot of, big names, and they're not performing. It's that simple. If they start, you need your spine of your team to do well. Both their goalkeepers aren't great. Kepa and Mendy, they're not great, are they? So it's like, they've got two keepers, probably both on a lot of money, and they're stuck unless they bring in a third keeper. But it's just a bit of a mess. Koulibaly is coming. I don't think he's done that great. Koulibaly, really. Compare him to Rudiger. Rudiger's miles better than Koulibaly. Bits of promise for Koulibaly, but he looks a little bit like a fridge sometimes. He doesn't turn very well. Great in the air. Can be a threat from set pieces, but I don't know. I'm just like, you have a player like Rudiger and you're trying to replace him, and it's not the best replacement. I'll say that. But you just go through the Chelsea team. Like Kai Havertz performs in Havertz performs in big games, but doesn't perform that well throughout the season. I think that's a fair assessment of Kai Havertz. If you have, like, say you're in a cup final or a semi-final or a game that you have to win, Havertz might turn up for you. But for most of the season, he doesn't do a great deal. It's not really it's not really a player you can massively rely on throughout the season. Sorry, long ball looking for Sanson, slightly too long as he tried to break through the back five there. Potter out and not done what is expected. I think we'll start to see more of that. I don't think every Chelsea fan will agree, but we'll start to see bits and pieces of fans just like at least not being the most optimistic about Chelsea and Potter's future, at the very least. Aubameyang's been a terrible signing as well. That's a big one, actually. Yeah, be happy, spot on there. The number 9 curse, it's getting ridiculous. How many strikers are they going to ruin? Timo Werner scored 35 goals for Leipzig, went to Chelsea. You know the rest, right? Same with Shevchenko. A few years ago, went to Chelsea. He was known for scoring goals. They dried up. Fernando Torres, 50 million, went to Chelsea. Like, how has this happened again and again? Lukaku, like 100 million. That ended up a massive disaster. And now it's happened again with Aubameyang. Like, how on earth do they ruin strikers every time? It's ridiculous. I wouldn't want to go there. If I was a striker in my prime, I wouldn't go to Chelsea. That's where people go for their careers to die. Emi Martinez, number 1 goalkeeper in the world right now. What's your thoughts? I don't think he's the best keeper in the world. I love Emi. I want Emi to stay at Villa forever. I literally want him to retire here, to go into the coaching staff, to get like a statue here. But I'm not deluded enough to think he's the best keeper in the world. I think he's up there. And a little bit like the Havertz conversation, he makes big saves in big games. But, a few times this season, he's not been at his best. You think of the Chelsea game, he had a bit of a nightmare for. I think if he improved, he can be. Maybe top 5, top 10 in the world. But as of right now, I'd say maybe top 20 in the world. I think that's fair. Remy Gard gonna last longer than Pot. I want to forget about that, man. 54 of you in the live stream, guys. As we head up to halftime, it's Aston Villa 1, Stevenage 0. If you guys have enjoyed the live stream, please do click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can also become a member if you want to. It's quite cheap. Oh, Bailey. He has slipped over. I don't know what's going on with Bailey. I don't know what's going on with Leon Bailey right now. It's just... the Liverpool game affected his confidence, right? He had a couple big chances in that game, and he scuffed them all. He went round, as everyone knows, he went round the keeper against Wolves and missed an open goal. And then today, he's slipping all over the place. Bailey. I just think his confidence is shot. Emmy's top 7. I might need to give him a bit more respect then. Who knows? I'll always say I'm open-minded about like different ideas, and my opinions can change. But I just think he needs to prove himself a little bit more. Like, he was amazing his first season at Villa, got 15 clean sheets in the Premier League, and it's kind of gone a little bit downhill since then. Not massively. But for Villa, obviously for Argentina, it's been all but all but on the up really, with Copa America, with obviously the World Cup. Got Golden Glove in both of those as well. But for Villa, I don't think I've seen a massive improvement. He's definitely the best keeper we've had though in the last 20 years plus. I will say that. Like I said, I wanted to stay here for a long time. Coutinho for Villa. Oh, nice pass into Luiz. Oh, that could be a penalty to Villa. Again, we're trying to. I think it's a little bit soft. I think we're looking for it. The referee's not interested. Coutinho with a nice 1-2 there with Luiz. Luiz tries to clip it forward. I think Coutinho wants a penalty for that, and he's just not going to get it, really. It's very soft. At the same time, if that's not a penalty, it's probably a dive. But the referee doesn't give either. Emmy, not even top 10 right now. It's good to have these conversations. Like I said, I think top 20. I think top 20 nailed on, and it's up to debate if he's even better than that. Emmy Martinez is the reason Argentina. Yeah, he performs for them very well. To be fair. By the way, that is half time at Villa Park. It is Aston Villa 1, Stevenage 0. Morgan Sanson is the difference. It's not been great though from Villa. I'm not gonna paint you this story. It's been a master. I'm not gonna paint you the Unai Emery masterclass. We've had 80% of the ball and we've choked them to death. It's actually been a little bit nervy at times. They did have the ball in the back of the net as well at the whole 10, which VAR had to have a look at and disallow. Is very, very close. I think they gave an on-field offside decision anyway, but VAR agreed. And I think Villa's only real chances went into the back of the net. Sanson with a bit of movement, lovely layout from Danny Ings, and a nice shot across goal is the difference. I think if we played better opposition, we would be losing this though. So I'm not going to get too carried away. But we are winning. I'd like to think from this point on, we can go on to make, to officially go through and win this game quite comfortably. But yeah, we've had some warning signs. I gotta say, Norris nearly scored one of the best goals of the entire FA Cup this season, as he went. I think if he's gone for goal, fair play. I think it was a cross. But he's tried to clip it towards the far post anyway, and it's just hit where the post met the crossbar. It just hit the top of that. It would have completely caught out Olsen. Would have been an absolutely disgusting goal. I don't think I'd go as far to say we've been the better side. I just think we've had our one chance and we took it. But I don't think there's been a clear dominant side so far, which is almost embarrassing to say. Even though we've had 80% of the ball, we've not done a lot with it. It's just kind of been side to side. The back four's been fine. I did get worried a little bit about the like I said, we did concede a goal technically, but he was offside. We kept a good line. It was Matty Cash. I think it was alongside Chambers in the line, and that was quite tight. And I think, you got to give credit where it's due. They've done their job there. Close call though, very close call. I think other than that, I think we've been fine. They did claim for a penalty as well. They had a free kick. I think Norris. Well, they thought Norris was fouled by Callum Chambers, but the referee didn't think so. We've had a couple penalty appeals as well. Danny Ings went down quite soft. Coutinho about a minute ago went down soft with a 1-2 from Douglas Luiz. So yeah, I think this referee's been pretty good. I think a lot of people give a lot of stick to officials and then don't give him the praise when it's due, but I like to. I think that he's done a good job. He's not really fell for anything. Could have easily given penalties either way, but he hasn't fell for anything, and fair play. Yeah, we do lead 1-0. I think the biggest story, though, has to be Man City 3, Chelsea 0. What an absolute horror story that is for Chelsea. I'm gonna have before I do that, I will have a look at what Villa fans are saying half time. Guys, you can give me your opinion as well. I did give my score prediction before the game. I thought we were going to win the game 5-0. I don't think we're going to come close to that. So it's probably going to be a 2 or 3-0. Controllable second half. I don't think it's going to be as impressive as I would like to have hoped for. But, a win and a clean sheet against League 2 opposition who could have been a banana. I mean, they can still be a banana peel for us. But you'd like to think at home, 1-0 up already, that we can go on and make this comfortable. We're going to smash them in the second half, 3-0 full time, says Paper Wings the Game Cap. Ben, I just realised what your name is. Ben Dover. What a name. Says VAR should only be used in the final, in my opinion. I do find it a little bit weird how VAR is used for like the games in the Premier League, like from Premier League teams, but then it's not going to be used at like Stockport County. I do find that a little bit weird because it's the same competition. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, Mike. Oh man, I've any bait name you can think of, I've already seen it a million times. Unai to give a firm team talk. We should look more solid second half. I mean, that is one thing I will say about Emery. We do usually look better from halftime. I will say that, especially the Wolves game. I thought we started the second half way better than the first. I think sometimes he needs that talking to. By the way, I'm just looking as I'm talking. It's going over the highlights from yesterday. I should have mentioned this. I do think Wolves got a bit robbed yesterday. I know it's a big talking point with the apparent offside. There was no camera angle to show. I think, was it Nunes who took the corner? There was no camera angle to show the corner taker after the ball came back out to him. So we have no concrete evidence he was offside. And I don't know how I feel about that. It does kind of reek a little bit of Big Six favoritism. I can't lie. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It does feel like teams at the top get more decisions than teams down the bottom. But yeah, I'll go into what Villa fans are saying on Twitter. Obviously, do give me your opinion if you're watching it alongside me. Someone said that wasn't very Premier League-y. The right-hand side's a bit stinky. Oh yeah, I gotta say, Bailey and Matty Cash have been absolutely shocking. That is one thing I will say. Matty Cash's passing has been horrific. There's 2 or 3 times now he's gone for a long ball and it's just sailed out of play. Bailey has slipped over on several occasions. Our right-hand side is pretty dismal. I gotta say that. A lot of people are saying make some subs, bring on Young, Caden Young. He can go on possibly the right-hand side. Might as well get the youth on. I think if Archer didn't go out on loan to Middlesbrough, I think he would have played today. I feel like Bailey's sleeping since he's arrived, honestly. I think I think it's that Liverpool game that's just affected his confidence. I think it's just shot to pieces now, to be honest. I think that's all this is. Happy Morgan Sanson scored. Would like to see Bailey get his act together. I just find it really weird how Sanson's just not been given a chance, like, ever. 3 managers in a couple of years, and he's just not been favoured at all. I just find that really bizarre. I'd love to see Sanson actually feature more in the first team. I know it's Stevenage, and I probably should say, like, anything that good that happens today, I probably should take with a pinch of salt and say, look, yeah, it is Stevenage, right? But he's been our best player today. Like, ignore the goal, he's been our best player today. I was saying I was more impressed with him than anyone else before he scored, but obviously the goal helps with my argument. His passing has been very good, and he wins the ball quite well in midfield. He's won a lot of 50-50s. I think he's been quite impressive. And if you're going to go and play, players based on form and recognition, stuff like that, he probably should feature a little bit more. It wouldn't be exactly fair for him to not play, I think. I saw Sanson Sutton Park once. He was on a bench. He loves it, mate. He feels at home. He feels at home. You know what? I'll even look at the Stevenage page. I reckon they'll be happy with if I was a Stevenage fan, I'd be quite happy with what I saw. If anything, I'd be gutted that it's 1-0 Villa, because the They've not been too bad, Stevenage. I think they've come here with a game plan. A bit like Wolves, come here with a game plan, and they've kind of done quite well. Top comment is good off. A little unlucky to be going in 1-0 behind. Decent off, could definitely get back. Played excellent first half. Yeah, this game isn't over. I will say that they could easily be back in this game, and they very nearly were. So yeah, I'm gonna try and have like a conservative opinion here, and just be a bit wary. They could easily threaten us a little bit. That is shameless. I will check the Chelsea. I've got to check the Chelsea pages right now. That is probably the big talking point. 3-0 down at the Etihad. Look, I thought they'd lose today. I thought it'd be a bit closer there. I thought it might be another 1-0. I didn't think you'd be 3-0 down at half time. Like, that's pretty poor. These comments. Havertz, Mount, Jorginho off, simple as. And by off, I mean ship them out the country. Halftime thoughts. Havertz is terrible. Should be sold. Mount is mid. Giving Potter time is a waste of time. He has failure written all over him. The day we don't start Havertz, we shall bounce back. Havertz is terrible. Koulibaly is a fraud. These comments are great. Worst Chelsea coach of all time. I mean, this one, I will say that this guy's bait account. Lunahan says sell Mount. If you're on Twitter at all, football Twitter accounts, a lot of what they say, obviously, is just for a laugh. So people like this page. I don't know. He never says what he actually thinks, but he's got a lot of Mount agenda comments. Graham Potter, the lads gave everything. I'm proud of the players. He says this every day after the match. Potter out. Sal Mount from Clinical Kai. Sell everyone from CFC K12. Bring back Tuchel. My day. The Chelsea fans are proper in the trenches right now. It's great to see. It's amazing. Aston. I've just seen the highlights actually right now. I'm just gonna watch. They just come up on screen. Oh, what a goal! Riyad Mahrez. That's incredible. That is a beauty of a free kick from Mahrez for the first goal. Right in the top corner. Alright, then it's a corner. Left-footed. Oh, it's a scramble. And they don't clear it, Chelsea. Goes back to Mahrez. Oh, was this handball? Oh, dear, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz punched the ball. In the box. That's ridiculous. That's unbelievable. Kai Havertz punched the ball away in the box. Penalty to City. And Kepa, to be fair, nearly saved it. He got a fingertip to it and tipped it onto the post. But it did go in the back of the Chelsea net. That's shocking from Kai Havertz. He's literally punched the ball away. And then Mahrez, this will be the third goal. Oh, lovely ball to Walker. Walker across goal. Oh, that's lovely football. To be fair. That is very nice for Manchester City. It's too easy there. Simple pass from Mahrez to Walker. Walker with a no-look pass as well, I think. That's a no-look pass from Kyle Walker into Phil Foden. Oh, that is so nice. That is a no-look pass from Kyle Walker into Foden, who rolls it away. Chelsea have been decimated. Absolutely decimated. Okay, it's not City, it's Chelsea's downfall that I enjoy. It has nothing to do with City, really. But it's Chelsea's downfall that I massively enjoy right now. We don't want Havertz. We have enough rejects in our squad. I don't even think Havertz. Okay, this people will disagree, and you can even clip this if you like. I don't think Havertz gets in the Villa team. That is probably a big statement to make, and you can call me like a fraud or a clown for that. I don't think Havertz gets in the Villa team. I don't see what Havertz has. Like anywhere in our final third, really. Like, I think Watkins can hold the ball better than he can. But obviously, Havertz has played as like a false nine, right? So we'll compare him with the positions he's played as. Havertz can't hold the ball like Watkins. Their finishing is probably on par. Like, dear. I don't see. Like, Havertz can turn up in big games, like I said, but I don't see how he plays every game for them. To be honest, I don't really see it. Linehan is holding Bowley hostage. Oh dear. Oh man, this Chelsea downfall, I do love it. I do love it, and I think I deserve. My club is finished, unfortunately. It's just loads of Potter out. Yeah, the Chelsea fans, by the way, if you hadn't already guessed, massively have turned on Graham Potter. It's all over Twitter right now. Oh dear! I'll read your Bible. I shall read your Bible comment. I read Linehan is holding Bowley hostage. Women's football is clear. Unless you said something and it might not have actually gone through. If you spammed, it will have been filtered by my bot, and I don't think it's come up. So your Bible might have gone to waste. I wish Villa had managed to buy Ward Prowse. We were after Ward Prowse, if you remember. But they wanted like 60+ million for him, and it's just not worth that really. They knew we were going to get lots of money for Grealish, so they just tried to take full advantage. He has the finishing of a 6-year-old. I'm gonna have a look in a certain Discord server to see the Chelsea tears. I need to see these Chelsea tears. Oh dear. The boys gave everything. Some of the memes are great. I will say that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Pepsi Max sponsor? Oh, you know what? I'd love to be sponsored by Pepsi. I'd get sponsored by anything. Like, honest, I'm shameless, right? I would promote like condoms on it. I am shameless. Yes. Oh wait, I read that before. Cash and Bailey seems to be cooking something up in that tunnel. Where am I from? I'm originally from Birmingham. I do uni in Birmingham, but I now live in the Midlands. I just slept that. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. You know. Oh man, I was sponsored for a little bit by Manscaped, which was actually quite interesting. I got a lot of stuff sent by them. That was actually quite nice. Then they reached out to a lot of like football content places. Like Kieran Rance had an invite. He's like an Everton channel. I think another Villa channel got a call out from them as well. I like to drink. We have kicked off. We're underway for the second half for Aston Villa versus Stevenage. We do lead by a goal to nil, and hopefully we can just see this out. I think this can be quite simple, as long as we just do the basics, which can be like I suppose sometimes the hard thing. That's lovely from Morgan Sanson already though. He's Bailey in the box of Villa. Bailey, terrible cross. He gets it straight back to him though. That's a better ball. Coutinho's shot is blocked. Back heel to Douglas Luiz. To Augustinson. Someone pulled the trigger. Coutinho going in. Bailey! Oh, Leon Bailey. What is that? Bailey has just probably... Has that gone out for a throw-in? Bailey, what? 3 yards out there? On a slight angle. But 3 yards out. Oh, it's took a deflection. That has took a deflection, to be fair. And they've not given it. They've basically said he's just put this wide. And that took a deflection. It's gone for a... Wow, that's ridiculous. That should have been a corner. But apparently it's gone for a goal kick. That is not great refereeing there. There's no... Well, it's almost impossible to put it that far wide. I know it's Bailey right now. Right? So there's a bit more of realism there. But come on, he's like 3 yards out. His finishing isn't that bad. Even I could get closer to the goal from there. Sanson trying to win a 50-50 with Roberts, but Roberts got there first. Is Norris holding off Chambers? He's got Dendoncker with him as well. Oh, that's easy from Dendoncker. That's way too easy, though. You could even argue from a Stevenage point of view. Here come Villa on the break. Sanson is at the heart of everything, Sanson. Bailey. Oh, lovely back heel, actually. He was off balance there, Leon Bailey, and he goes back to Doggy Luiz. Watkins Samai joked. Some of the finishing ability from our team is quite questionable. I will say that. Coutinho to Augustinson for Villa. Gets it back to him. Ings. To be fair to Stevenage, they could definitely drop deeper if they wanted to. Cash. Out wide to Bailey. Bailey to Sanson. A bit of a heavy touch that is, which is why he can't afford to go a bit more centrally. Gave it back to Bailey. Then Dunker. Oh, Villa forced back to halfway line. Oh, he's got to go all the way back to Olsen. So that the run out from Stevenage there, the press actually did something. We've not really seen much of Stevenage pressing the ball, but they forced us back to halfway line. We had to rebuild it. Sanson looking for Ings. Well cut out actually, to be fair. Well, they've lost it. Oh, Coutinho. Well, he's gonna claim for it, but that is shoulder to shoulder, which will never be a penalty in a million years. Allow me a baller. Me a bet him to score. Me a bet him score. I don't know what you mean by that, Spain. Gives me PTSD. Oh dear. 61 of you in the live stream, guys. Please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. As of right now, it will be Aston Villa away at Stoke City in the FA Cup 4th round. Our record, though, against Stoke isn't great. Let's be real. It's not amazing. So that is my only worry, really. But we're not there yet, though. I'm not going to be... Oh, that's nice from Bailey. I have to cut myself short. Leon Bailey plays out wide to Sanson on the byline cross. It's a good pick out. It's Augustinson. I think it was going wide. It took a deflection anyway. Then Dunker slows the ball down a little bit there, allowing players to go back on side. Coutinho back to Augustinson. He's now inside the box. Oh, that's poor. We get it back though straight away, but that's really poor from Augustinson. I don't know what he's trying to do there. Just needs to get it on his left foot, and he instead tried to go on his right. Coutinho to Luiz, back to Coutinho again. Edge of the box. Oh my days. Oh my days. Coutinho, man. What is that? What is that? That is horrific. Has Coutinho forgot how to shoot? Like, I'm not being funny, but has he forgot how to shoot? Like, the whole game today, his finishing has been catastrophic. It's a good job that we're not requiring a goal here. Can standing... well, I should have read this, actually. Can standing mean nothing but Roman? Oh, yeah. Bailey needs to go. He's awful. I don't think I've ever been to King Standing, actually. I know of it, but I don't think I've ever been there. Long ball for Stevenage. It's too long again. They're direct passing. That's the only thing I will say about Stevenage. Some of their passing, when they go direct, has been appalling. I think Villa have won it back on every occasion. I don't think they've successfully held the ball up when they've gone long. A single time today. Here's Cash for Villa. 40 minutes to go yet. Cash to Chambers. Coutinho now just on halfway line. Augustinson. Villa trying to get more... Well, I say trying to get more bodies forward. Then Luiz goes backwards. This is better, though. Steven is trying to press us a little bit. They have the shape to do so if they want. It's just it's a bit of a risk with wing-backs. Chambers to Cash. We're trying to play through it. Cash going long. That's a good ball. Into Bailey. Bailey against Piergiani. Goes on the inside. Piergiani is Danny Ings. Oh, good tackle. Bailey rinsed the centre-back Carl Piergiani there. But again, the pass into Ings. Ings just couldn't get it down. Louise goes for goal. Oh my days. Oh, the shooting has been terrible. Oh my god. Oh, look. Hopefully, we'll get away with this. But the finishing has been absolutely atrocious. So watching the replay again, Bailey got on the inside. Lovely layoff actually into Ings. Ings has tried to take the. He took too long to try and take the ball under his control. It's one of those where you think if he takes it first time, he might have scored. But again, it's like hindsight's a great thing because if he does take it first time, puts it wide, people say we'll take a touch. But then he's tried to take a touch there and he's lost the ball. So yeah, difficult. Is Dendoncker for Villa? It's been. I'd love to see the possession stats right now. I think it's easy 85%. It's been all Villa on the ball this whole second half. Cash. Oh, they've won it back though. That's Piagiani again. He keeps doing this. He comes to halfway line to win the ball. That's a few times now. He's got it back for Stevenage, and they get a free kick as well. Coutinho's had his days. I think he's. I don't like to say the word finished, but he's probably as close as you can get to the word. He's miles from where he used to be. He's at least his finishing has at least completely gone. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just got a weird pair of boots on today, but every shot of his has just gone nowhere near the goal. Well, I just don't really quite understand. I've seen this guy take on like 3 or 4 men and bend it in the far corner. And then a few years later, in a Villa shirt, he's putting it closer to the corner flag. Free kick for Stevenage, straight into the arms of Robin Olsen. He will try and quickly get Villa on the break. It's one back by Stevenage. Good header forward. We might get the second ball. We do with Matty Cash. Louise. Cushion header to Dendoncker. Villa might build down the left. Augustinson. Louise. I do get a little bit of tension here because it is only a slender lead. That should be a free kick to Villa. It is. Norris holding on to Douglas Louise. Takes a free kick quickly. Norris in his ear. Like to hear what he would have said to Dougie Louise there. Coutinho. Ball out wide to Matty Cash. Back to Coutinho. Wouldn't bother. I feel so bad about Gilbert's situation in his team. Both Gerrard and Emery ignored it. Same with Smith, really. Ings. Sanson. Deflected shot wide. Villa corner. Come on. 55 gone it. Villa 1, Stevenage 0. And once again, wait. Oh, sorry. The offside flag has gone up, so it will not be a corner kick to Aston Villa. I think Danny Ings was offside, which is a shame. Gotta say, it's the first bit of anything we've created for a while now. Like I said, we keep having a lot of the ball and doing so little with it. Long ball down for Stevenage. They actually got it quite high. It's the first time I think they've gone long and actually benefited from it. Roberts has lost the ball though. And the ball's back to Olsen. Well, the press from Stevenage is impressive. In fact, they've won it. It's Norris. This is terrible from Villa. Chambers will put it out of play. That's not great. We struggle against a press of Stevenage. Like, okay, if you struggle against Wolves' press, I know they're not a great side, but they're still Premier League. We're struggling with the press of Stevenage. I don't know how I feel about that. Do you think Stevenage can... Well, anything's possible. It's only 1-0. It shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't happen, but anything is possible. And it is the FA Cup where anything can happen. I don't think we've been the better side today. We've just took the chance that we had. For once, we're actually clinical in front of goal, which is something you can't say a lot this season. Cross comes in from the left. Chambers away. Ings doesn't get to the ball. Dendoncker might. He did. He got a little nibble at the ball, but it's still kept in possession of Stevenage. Here's Roberts. That's a shot. I think he's won a corner. He has. It's deflected. Bloody hell, lads. Stevenage have a corner. and their fans are very loud. Come on, Borough, is the chant from the corner. 57 minutes gone, still 1-0 to Villa at Villa Park. The goal by Morgan Sanson halfway through the first half is the difference. They have yet to have I think it's fair to say they yet to have a clear-cut chance. They did have the ball in the back of the net, but the offside flag came up and they hit the crossbar in the first half. Other than that, they've had nothing, Stevenage. They might get something here, though. Reeves' corner. Header from Piagiani is wide. Poor header, really. Still, he won the ball, though. He actually beat Callum Chambers in the air, which I'm sure... In fact, he not only beat Chambers, he beat Jan Bednarek. He beat both our centre-backs to the ball there, but he put it wide. Yeah, a second goal kills the game. But it's just, can we get that second goal is the big question. Oh, bad pass from Olsen. We get away with it, though. Against his big team, that leads to a chance against the top side. We've been a bit lucky that we're playing against Stevenage. That's all I'm going to say. We've been let off a few times here. Chambers to Bednarek. Coutinho's had a lot of the ball, but he pretty much sums up the whole Villa performance. A lot of the ball, but no end product. And that's what I would say about most of this game for Villa. A lot of the ball with no end product. We had that one chance from Sanson, which we've taken. It's a good job we did take it. Sanson with a handball. Free kick to Stevenage on the halfway line. If we can just win this game and move on, that'd be great. Just for, the performance obviously is a little bit worrying, but if we can get the win over the line, I'm sure Emery can say what he needs to at full time. But it's not been great for Villa. Any half decent team would be winning this against us. We're quite fortunate. I laugh at Chelsea, but if we were playing Man City with this team, we'd be getting rinsed right now. Header from Bednarek. It's halfway line. Stevenage get it back. Long ball forward. And Norris might challenge Bednarek there. He gets... Well, an offside flag comes up eventually. Which Bednarek puts his thumb up at. Free kick to Villa. And now we're gone. This game's getting flat again. Every time Bailey plays on the left, he plays well. After the time, the coach is still playing on the right. Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't really get it. Louise. That's a good pass actually into Chambers. I'd say Sanson's been our best player. Louise, a close second. Louise has been very good. A lot of 6s though, out of 10s. I'd give for player ratings right now. Like Coutinho. Ings I'd give a 7. Augustinson a 6. Louise a 7. Dendoncker hasn't done a lot wrong, to be fair, so maybe a 7 for him as well, but maybe a 6.5 going between. Bailey a 5. Bailey's been ineffective again, really, which is a shame. So I'm glad to see him play today to get his confidence back, but I don't think it's helped. Coutinho is Augustinson. He's in the box now. Pulls it back towards Coutinho. Ball out wide to Matty Cash. Does a drag back. Keeps it on the inside. Very central now. Louise back to Coutinho. We're just knocking it side to side. Trying to look for an opening. Augustinson fakes across. Goes on his left. It's just literally like a horseshoe. Side to side to side to side around the box here. The high line from... a lot higher of a line than you'd think for a team in League 2. Which is actually stopping us from... playing passes through their defense. It's a back 5 with, like I said, a higher line than you would imagine. I think that's where we've struggled. I'd imagine them to be way deeper. They literally sat on the edge of the box. Coutinho, Matty Cash. Oh, for some reason my stream has just temporarily gone. 1 second. Bear in mind this is from BBC iPlayer. That's not great. Sanson. I got it back. Sanson to Coutinho. Still haven't gone for goal. We still haven't even put a cross. It's literally side to side to side. It's getting a bit tiresome now. And then all that. Well, I say all that. We still keep it. Coutinho tried to hook it forward towards Bailey, and it was one back. But every time we lose the ball, we just seem to get lucky and get it straight back. Very patient from Villa, though. I think they're just trying to force us into a long shot, which we keep doing all game. Ings goes for goal and puts it over. He tried a back heel. It didn't find his man. It bounced straight back to Danny Ings and he put it over the bar. So that was a good 4 minutes of passing for that shot. I'm just saying, I'm glad we're winning this game because that's not great. The shooting has been dire. Stevenage squad value 3.9 million, Villa 460. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, really. We are playing a bit too narrow. We're not. We don't really know how to deal with their back five. It's a back five that's quite high up compared to what you'd imagine. Like a lot of teams like that will set up, say like at the Etihad, they have a back five, and it will be like halfway inside their own box, right? Stevenage, when we're at the edge of their box, will literally pretty much sit in front of us on the line of the box, like, and we don't really know what to do because obviously that restricts movement. And players have to time runs and things like that. But we're not looking for that incisive pass through their back line. Instead, we're just going side to side to side in the hope something will happen. And eventually it leads to a long shot that sails over the bar. And it's just rinse and repeat. It doesn't matter too much because we're winning this game, but it's a little bit embarrassing. Because it looks a bit easy for Stevenage sometimes. We look like we don't have, too many ideas. Louise, that's better though. Louise into Bailey. Danny Ings just doesn't get under control. Stevenage wanted a foul as well, which doesn't come. Villa get it straight back with Jan Bednarek into Augustinson. Just no penetration at all in this team, man. Do I get McDonald's or Domino's or cook some pizzas? Someone decide for you. How about McDonald's chicken nuggets, eh? Get like some nuggets, maybe with some fries, or if you have like a friend round, get like the share box. There you go. Burger King is not, I don't know. Burger King has good fries. That's kind of it. Domino's are expensive. Villa get the cheapest corner on the planet. Come on, you Spurs, says David Bowles. I mean, I'll have anyone from any team here. But you're a little bit late to the Villa versus Tottenham game, eh? You just about scraped it against Portsmouth as well. A good win, I suppose, in the end, but not the most convincing. A bit like Villa today. Corner comes in. I think Luis tried to do his trademark corner. Didn't get enough height on it. It's gone back to another Villa corner. 65 gone. Come on, Luis. Float it. Look for that far corner. You might as well, son. Oh, he's going to go short, actually. Coutinho. Augustinson. That's Louise. Louise into Coutinho's in the box. What a ball that is! Oh, Chambers. What a cross. Felipe Coutinho. I'm even going to applaud it. That's a great cross from him. Oh, across the byline. By the byline, across the 6-yard box. And that really should be 2-0 Villa. That's an absolutely disgusting, dangerous ball from Felipe Coutinho. I'm a bit sad that Chambers has only stabbed it wide. Doesn't get a clean connection to the ball. That's such a shame, really. Such a shame. Coutinho's going to come off. To be fair, look, he's not had a great game, Coutinho, but he probably should have had a goal contribution there. So I'll give him an applause. He goes off. It's going to be a double sub. Emi Buendia, who's quickly becoming a Villa fan favourite here. And Jacob Ramsey, who's obviously had injury issues recently. He comes on. It's the 66th minute. I have 66 viewers during the live stream right now. Thank you guys for the support. You can click the like button for free as well as subscribe for free. If you want to help support the channel any way you can, it'll be massively, massively appreciated. Also, more dangerous than Adam Johnson at the end of 16 days. Adam Johnson jokes in Big 2023. I've seen it all. Villa fans singing Jacob Ramsey. He's one of our own, which is nice to hear. Couple of subs for Stevenage as well. Norris is coming off. To be fair to Norris, I think he's actually done okay. He's not looked like out of his depth really, considering he's a League 2 striker. I think he's battled okay with Bednarek and Chambers. He nearly scored as well at the crossbar. But he's replaced by Amu, and Taylor comes off for Smith as well. That is, I think, like for like subs in midfield and up front for Stevenage. Yeah, Jacob Ramsey and Buendia. I'll have a double check. Coutinho is off for one of them. I didn't see the other sub, so I'll just have a look now. Sanson and Coutinho. I will, I'll even say it now. Sanson's my man of the match. Even like you ignore the goal that he scored, he's still the best player for Villa today. I don't care. I've given it in the 67th minute. You can see me. Sanson's been the best player today by a mile. He's not only helped in defence, he's won the ball back. He's won a lot of 50-50s, but almost everything positive in the final third was through the build-up involving Morgan Sanson. So he gets man of the match for me. And I want to see him play more. So unless someone just goes on an absolute madness now and scores like a couple goals out of nowhere, I would easily give the man of the match to Sanson. Lovely ball to Bailey. There's a chance for Villa. Bailey. Oh, poor pass from Leon Bailey. Really poor pass from Bailey. Is quite easy to read. He made it very obvious what he was trying to do there. He always looks for Danny Ings. Just on the the inside of the box. Just behind the penalty spot. He always tries to find Ings there. And it's getting a little bit obvious. Because Stevenage were, well, the defender literally ran out and intercepted the pass. He read the situation very well. Ings going forward. It's gone out of play. Throw into Stevenage. 69 gone. Still 1-0 Villa. Still 3-0 to Manchester City as well in the other FA Cup game right now. Those are the final games of the FA Cup third round. Actually, no, they're not actually. The final games are today, I should say. But we've got other games. I think tomorrow. I think those are the final games, yeah. Oxford against Arsenal on Monday. Yeah, so that'll be the I think that will be the final one. Yeah, I think so. Chambers wins a header. Oh, it's a chance for Stevenage. Put wide. Oh my days. Out of nowhere, Stevenage won a second ball at the edge of the Villa's box. Yeah, was that the substitute Smith who's just come on and put it wide. Oh, it's just curved away from goal. He's actually a little bit unlucky. If it curves towards goal, that's probably 1-1. Matty Cash has gone down. This is not great. It's just not what you want to see, really. Not only Cash has not really featured much for Villa, and when he has played, he's not done very well. And then on top of that, injury concerns. It's not exactly great. Tyrone Mings has put on a bib here, so he's probably would be the substitute. What are the subs doing actually? I'm gonna have a quick look at the substitute bench for Villa to see what we could bring on. We have Ashley Young. In fact, we have two Youngs. We have Ashley and Caden Young. Caden's 16-year-old. Tyrone Mings, Kamara, Luca Digne, and obviously Emi Martinez. It's looking like it's gonna be Ashley Young that will come on. And it's Ashley Young. And it's Ashley Young. He's gonna come on for Matty Cash. He's probably, you know what? He's my player of the season, Sev. I love Young. I love Ashley Young. Ollie Watkins also is on for Villa. Watkins on for Ings, another like-for-like sub. And Ings will be a little bit frustrated that he's not scored today. I think he's had a few chances, and his touch hasn't been amazing. Apparently, Ashley Young got booed by the Stevenage fans. Well, I'm about to learn something here. Did Ashley Young play for? There's no way Young played for Stevenage, right? I know he played. He played for Watford before Villa bought him. Yeah, so I have no idea why they're booing him. Is Ramsey Villa on the break? Oh, Leon Bailey for the 10th time today has slipped over. Oh my god, man! I'm getting a bit tired of Bailey. He just keeps falling over, bro. I was wondering why Ramsey wasn't playing anymore. He had injury issues during the World Cup. I think he got injured in the Cardiff game. I could be mistaken. I was either in training or in the game. Archer's on loan to Middlesbrough. But he'd been fine. Well, he's had apparently like an operation over the last few months. So he's had a couple injury issues. But I suppose he could have featured a little bit more than what he had. A lot of that was down to Gerrard, though, to be honest. But if Archer does well at Middlesbrough, I hope he will be given the opportunity he deserves because he's a very good striker. And I think he has a good future. At least, even if it's not a Villa, I think he has a great career prospect. He's one of the most natural strikers I've ever seen. Well, I don't want to big him up too much, but he does have a lot to his game. He's fast. He's good in the air. He's actually quite strong as well. And he's got a good eye for goal. He's got a lot of attributes that you want for a forward. And he could prosper. He did very well on loan at Preston. He did well in the Carabao Cup last year for Villa. I think he could have a good career if he's given the opportunity. Bailey for Villa. Stevens giving the ball away quite poorly there. Villa on the break. Bailey. Here's Buendia with him. I don't think Buendia's touched the ball. And Leon Bailey, well, Buendia's not going to touch the ball if Bailey continues like that. Shocking from Bailey. Bailey's been the worst player today. His rating's going to go even lower now. I said a 5. That's now a 4. Bailey he doesn't do anything positive on the ball. This is shocking for Leon Bailey. This guy says he wants to dominate the world and play in the Champions League, and his agent is quite, vocal, right? Which is fair. At least in some way. Like, obviously, he wants the best for Leon Bailey, but my word, he needs to seriously pick it up because he's been nothing short of a joke today. I don't like to get on the back of players, I really don't. But my word, what is Bailey? What is he doing? He's been awful recently. That it all started with the Liverpool game. He just missed a couple sitters in the Liverpool game, and since then, he's just got worse and worse. I don't know if it's like a mentality thing. I think his confidence is shot right now, and he's just the worse things happen for him. The more mistakes he makes, the worse he plays in the game. Some players like Nunes, as much as people give him stick, he's always going, right? He's always making runs. He's always causing problems, and it doesn't seem to be like too affected. Whereas Bailey, he struggles to take on a man now. I wonder if Bailey will shed a tear at the end, so he plays versus Leeds. To be fair, we also don't know what's going on in his personal life. Apparently, it had been like a year since like his friend died, which is probably one of the main reasons why he was in tears after he missed. Because I thought he was probably gonna lift up his shirt, and show like dedication to his friend again or something. That could have been the case. We don't know. So I'm gonna try I'm not gonna get on his back too much, but in terms of on the field, he's not been great. I will say that. How you doing, Harry FC? He says, hello, happy Sanson scored. Not happy he's not playing the full 90. He's been our best player today. I've already said. I've given my man of the match already. He's easily got it. Helped in the build-up for everything. And he's won a lot of the balls in midfield. Pretty much the perfect midfield performance from him. Surrounded by 6 out of 10s. I wish we used Archer more. He's so good. He's so good. And Young, our next good striker, but we never bothered with him. We don't really use our academy very well, do we? We have good players in the youth. We build it quite well, but they don't really feature. Bailey takes on his man. Terrible cross. God, man, seriously? He actually, I'll give him some credit. He did well to be the fullback for pace. It was Clark, the left back, but his cross is awful. Oy vey. Adam says, AJ will know what you want to say. Actually, I genuinely don't know. Oh, wait, about Bailey. You're funny guy. Aston Villa for Europa Conference. Maybe. We've got a long way to go. I don't even think we're halfway through the season yet. I think with Emery, anything's a possibility. We need to have a good transfer window. I think that is the key now. Because we've got some players I just don't like. What a tackle that is from Augustinson, by the way. On a move, the substitute. That's a great challenge. I think he's hurt himself a little bit in doing so. But it is a great tackle from him. I don't want to see him injured because Luca Digne has not been great for Villa. That is worrying because if he has to go off, that means Digne will pretty much be settled now and will play a lot of games. It's pain. I remember making the post on Insta when Sanson joined during history on Microsoft Teams. Sanson, I don't really get why he's not been played as much. I think he's been very unfairly treated at Villa by different managers. I don't really understand because whenever I see him play, he's done well. Bailey's been not just terrible today; he's just been terrible for a while now. Like, let's not take the piss here. I could go to college and get in the Villa Academy. Just thinking whether I do or not. Why not? If you believe in yourself, do it. That's what I will say. You gotta back yourself. You gotta back yourself all the way. And if you work hard, you can get anything in life. That's what I believe in. Hard work will pay off. But you gotta back yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then how can you get anywhere, So if you think you can do it and you work hard, then you'll do it. Digne needs competition to get him playing good. Yeah. And Augustinson is now injured. So that competition has gone to shit. We could threaten him with a Matty Cash left back appearance. But I doubt it. Yeah, Digne is going to come on with 10 minutes to go. Dear. Oh, man. 10 minutes to go. Probably a fair bit of added time as well at the end of this game. It's still 1-0 to Villa. Really not been convincing from Villa, though, I got to say. I've been saying it all day. But, it just feels like one of those games where one mistake and we're in a replay. We've not done... We've done the bare minimum. We've had one clear-cut chance, and we took it. And that is it. We've just had a lot of the ball and done nothing with it. Is Watkins for Villa? It could be something, though. Is Ollie Watkins? Oh, what a tackle that is. We are so toothless in front of goal. Even a fresh Ollie Watkins running at the back line can't beat one man. Oh, dear. Oh dear. If you don't laugh, you cry. At least Emery knows which players are up to it from the showing. Well, a lot of these players, I know footballers have egos, but surely the egos have to go after this performance. You've made Stevenage look half decent. If you were to guess, say you'd never watched football, right? And you would actually, from this, think Stevenage were a championship side, at the very least, with the way that we've played. The fact that these are League 2, I think speaks volumes. Expected a masterclass for fair play. Look, I'll give respect where it's due. I think that a bit like the Wolves game, they've come in with a game plan and they've done well. But you also have to, you got to criticise Villa. The only one I will say that has helped when they've pressed is Douglas Luiz. His passing has been really good from the press. Buendia, lovely ball to Ramsey. Big chance to Villa. Good goalkeeping. Ramsey tries to play the ball into Watkins a little bit too close to the keeper there. There's a good catch in the end. Ashby Hammond, he did well. I think the cross could have been a little bit more away from him. He didn't have to gamble too much to dive on that ball. Once again, a little bit toothless from Villa. Is Bednarek. Ashley Young. Young hoof. Oh, actually, I thought he was going to hoof it long. He did a fake instead. Young goes back towards Bednarek. Villa going to build from the left instead. Or maybe down the middle. Ollie Watkins. Oh, again, it's just back to Bednarek. Whoever Bednarek gives the ball to, he just gets it back for the third time. With Martinez. Emi Buendia gets a throw in from Amu on the halfway line. Still 1-0 to Villa. I think there's going to be more changes made. Yeah, another sub for Stevenage. Hope Sanson plays next game. I'd like to see him at least make a sub appearance. At the very least. By the way, have you noticed the chairs in the dugout have the old Villa badge? Have you not noticed that? It's the one with it's the Villa badge with prepared on it. They've never replaced that. That's been there. You know, Villa have changed that badge since like 2016, I think. And it's still there. It's 6 years. And the badge is still there. And we're going to change it again. That's the funniest thing. Like, we're going to change it again. So, like, that badge could be 2 badges old. Bailey. I'm not even going to tell you. You can guess. I'll let you guys guess. There you go. This is my my audience interaction. I'll let you guess where the Bailey shot went. Dear Lord. No true Villa fan can say this is acceptable. Yep. I hope so. You do get some Villa fans who are just positive for no reason. And you get Villa fans like Dean who are just negative for no reason. But there's surely not a single person on the planet who can be like massively happy. Bailey is shit. Well, you said it, Graham, not me. That is a quote from Graham. Do I disagree? Is the real question. I like that badge. I didn't like the prepared on it because, oh my god, we've lost the ball. That could be a penalty at Stevenage. I think it's going to be a penalty. Wait, what? Wait, it's a red card, by the way, to Villa. Well, the referee, the commentator said he pointed to a free kick. I think it's a penalty. This is Olsen messing about. Then Donker lost the ball. That should be a free kick. Then he fouls him there, and that's a penalty. So he does pull him there, which is outside the box, but then he fouls him again on the inside. Well, VAR will have a look. It's a pull back at the edge of the box, and then he fouls him inside the box. So they could give it as a free kick. It's a denial of a goal scoring opportunity regardless. So it's at the very least a red card. I think a penalty is going to be given. VAR is having a look. That's a shirt pull there. That's terrible from Dendonker. That is absolutely woeful from Dendonker. If we look, it's a free kick, but I think it's a pen. I'm not going to reach out for a little bit just in case. I don't want it to spoil myself. I think that's going to be a penalty. That is... Oh, wow, they're showing evidence of a shirt pull at the edge of the box. But there's a separate foul, though. So I think this is really... Even from a Stevenage point of view, this is harsh if they give a free kick. Because like, it's 2 individual fouls. Oh my God. If we get away with this, I swear. No, I don't think we will. This will be a penalty. This will be a penalty. He does let go of him when he enters the box, and that might help his case. But then he fouls him again, so this shouldn't be a conversation. He literally fouls him again. So I don't know why they're looking at this. He doesn't get... well, he might get the smallest of touches on the ball. Penalty. Penalty of Stevenage. Oh my god. And deserved, you know. It's deserved. Then Donk is sent off. Yeah. I was going to say, it's the right decision. It's the right decision. It's a penalty. Like I said, I'm still not going to read my chat because I know people will be saying things. Here we go then. Penalty, Stevenage. Villa fans are booing behind the goal. Olsen, I don't think, has had to make a save the entire day. It's going to be a right-footed penalty. Scored. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is 1-1. It's a great penalty. He has sent Olsen to the shop set with the penalty. And then Donker is the one to blame. Well, kind of Olsen. Olsen put him under pressure, which I kept saying the whole game. It's a bit risky how we're playing. Putting players under pressure for no reason, and we're struggling with their press, and their press won them the ball. Then Donker pulled his man over, and Stevenage have levelled. Villa down to 10. What a nightmare. Well, Ramsey nearly gave it away then. Let's see. Oh, we have given it away. Oh my god. This is shocking from Villa. No, nothing less than what we deserve. I was just thinking the whole day, look, get the game, won, move on, and maybe Emery can give him a bollocking. But like Villa fans can just forget about the performance. But we're not even gonna have that now. Oh, Stevenage either come with a move. This could be horrible. A move, good block from Louise. He wants a penalty for that. The shamelessness of a move there. It's a corner, Stevenage. What is going on? Well, the Stevenage fans are chanting VAR. That would have been harsh. Corner kick to Stevenage. I fancy them in. Campbell. They've scored. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I do not believe this. I do not believe this. I do not believe what I'm seeing. Stevenage have probably won it. Oh my god, Stevenage have won it. With seconds to go. We just ticked over into the 90th minute and they've scored. They took a short corner, Villa don't mark it. And they've hammered it in at the near post. Olsen's got to do better there. Oh my god. What is this? I don't know if it's a laugh or cry. Oh, well, Watkins hasn't done... Watkins has put zero effort to block that shot as well. It's Aston Villa 1, Stevenage 2. And in the matter of 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes at most, this has gone to absolute pieces for Villa. It's 10-man Villa as well. Stevenage are heading to the 4th round as of right now. What am I watching? Well, surprise, surprise. I've got 84 of you in the live stream right now. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Digne for Villa. Jesus Christ. Well, Man City won their game 4-0 against Chelsea. It's another defeat for them. And I want to talk about how torrid Chelsea have been, but I don't really have I don't have the excuse right now, do I? Is Bailey for Villa? This is absolutely embarrassing. It's more than embarrassing. Embarrassing isn't even the word for it. Bailey has been rugby tackled to the ground. Free kick to Villa. Oh, my lord. What is this game? That's a terrible tackle, by the way. 10-man Villa are getting humbled by Stevenage. Free kick to Villa. Douglas Luiz is on it. Luiz and Bailey. It's going to be a Luiz right-footed outswinger. What is that? God, it's a long shot from Bailey. Put wide again. Oh, my life. Oh, my life. Leon, nah, sell Bailey. Nah, sell Bailey. Sell Leon Bailey. Because what is that? 110 people in the stream right now. This is just, if you don't, I don't want to cry on stream, but it's, you know, if I don't laugh, I will, because this is like, the words don't describe what I'm feeling right now. I look at this, I look at the scoreline, I want to vomit. I look at the scoreline, I want to vomit. People telling me Olsen, by the way, is always not too bad. He's not too bad. We could get away with it if Emi Martinez got injured or if we sold him. I never want to hear that opinion ever again. Alright, so I don't ruin anything for me because I know this game. BBC iPlayer is a minute, I think, or so behind. So I'm probably not going to read chat until full time now, which is 2 minutes away. Is Buendia. Away to Bailey. Cross. Well, that could have gone anywhere. Villa get a throw in. That cross was allowed to go right across the 6-yard box. Oh, what? I'm confused now. Referee stopped Villa from taking a throw in. Wait, what? He's giving it to them! It clearly flicked off a Stevenage man. That's shocking. It's clear as day he flicked off a Stevenage man. This is so embarrassing. Fair play at Stevenage though. Fair play at Stevenage. It's done very well. That's what I will say. Oh, they might get another hit. A move. Shots deflected off Bednarek into the hands of Olsen, who's pulled over there by Roberts. Villa free kick. 30 seconds to go. Probably full-time IRL, but I'm going to go and believe. Dear Lord. Alright. Yeah, I'm guessing it's done. I'm guessing it's done by that. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Oh my god. I don't even know where do I begin? What do I even say? I knew this wasn't good enough at 1-0. And I thought that, yeah, that's, well, it still hasn't been given for full time here, but I can tell it's full time by the chat. 1-0, I knew this wasn't good enough. But to lose this game, to not even be taken to a replay, that is just embarrassing. Fair play at Stevenage. This will, you know, this will be remembered for years for them. What an embarrassment. Oh my god, what an embarrassment. I know it's a second team today, right? A lot of players who played today literally need to never play football again. I just don't know what to say. Yeah, we were embarrassing. We deserved to lose. Fair play to Stevenage. Even at 1-0. Like I said, I thought we took the only chance we had. We had a lot of possession. We did very little with it. And I just thought, okay, we capitalised on that small opportunity. But it was never comfortable. And one mistake from Olsen. I was saying the whole game, you know, I can feel a mistake in this game. Like I was never comfortable throughout the whole thing. What a nightmare! What a nightmare! No, I will say, look, when people say things like you should burn your shirt, look, Villa win, lose or draw. I'm Villa till I die. I bleed claret and blue. You know, this happens. This happens in football. I'm not gonna give like the meltdown reaction that people want. You know, it is hurt. It is painful. I do hurt a little bit, but it's football. It's football. I love this club. I'll always love this club. This will hurt for a while. I really thought we could have done something in the FA Cup, and yeah, it's quite painful. A bad day, but yeah, a bad day, bro. I think that's a bit of an understatement. But yeah, bad day. I am gonna do a very quick player rating, I suppose. Olsen gets a 4. Terrible goalkeeper. No, people will tell me that Olsen is his distribution's bad, but his handling is good, right? And I've heard he's not a bad keeper. I don't want to hear it anymore. He's awful. Shot conceded at his near post today. Penalty, obviously, I'm not gonna want him to save that. I mean, I want him to save it. I'm not expecting him to save it. But you can't let in a shot at the near post. Olsen's terrible. Cash is awful. Cash got injured, but even then, his passing all day today was terrible. Chambers and Bednarek didn't have too much to do. The goals we conceded was a mistake, obviously from Dendoncker, who had a nightmare as he pulled his man down, and then the other one was just a short corner. And Ollie Watkins doesn't get to charge down the shot. So it's hard for me to blame Chambers and Bednarek because I thought they dealt with everything. The goals weren't their fault. Augustinson doesn't offer a lot. He didn't offer too much today with his crossing, but then he got injured. Luca Digne, I didn't really see him. Sanson was our best player today by a mile. When Sanson came off, how bad did we look? Sanson controlled that midfield, really. And then he went off, and it went to pieces. Luiz did bits and pieces. He dealt with the press quite well. He was the only one who dealt with the press well. Everyone else struggled. And then Donker lost the ball on a press. He pulls down his man. Penalty, Stevenage. They score. They get a corner. They play it short. And it was hammered in at the near post. Just like that, within the space of 2 minutes, we lose the game. I don't know why there's upset. I'm guessing Tottenham / Wolves fans in the comments. I don't really understand that. We beat Spurs and Wolves bottled against Villa. So I'm guessing it's just upset supporters of either Tottenham or Wolves right now, which you do you. If you're a Wolves fan, you're probably going to go down unless you improve. And if you're a Tottenham fan, well, it says a lot that you banter in Villa. So how far have you fallen? Opinion on Tuchel being the best manager ever in the Prem. Okay. What a Premier League title for Thomas Tuchel. Coutinho only interested in trying to score long range curler. Did nothing else. Coutinho was pretty bad today. I will say that. I'll continue with my ratings as well. Bednarek and Chambers both get standard 6s. Augustinson 5. Sanson 8. Man of the match. We went to pieces when he went off. Then Donker 4 for the mistake. Luiz 6 or 7. I think I could even give Luiz a 7. I thought he did okay. Coutinho 4. Bailey a 3. Bailey was terrible today. Ings a 5. Very little. Subs, Buendia came on 5, didn't really see much of him. Watkins 4, made the mistake for the goal as well. Doesn't charge down his man. Ashley Young, didn't see much of him coming on 5. Luca Digne, same. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to do a massive rant on TikTok. I don't even know where to begin, to be honest, guys. But look, there's 94 of you in the live stream right now. If you do support the channel, if you want to help me out, any likes on the video would be great. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like I say, I like to be on an unbiased Villa channel. I like to say I'm unbiased in general. So if you want to help support me, you can do that. I'm going to go on TikTok, AJS TV. If you want to follow me, well, anywhere on any social media, feel free to do that. I'm going to go and drown myself. Have a